Alright, here is a video review for the Transformers Robots in Disguise Crash Combiners Wave 1. First off, it's good to be back. I've had a cold the last few days. You might hear a little bit of in my voice, and I apologize if I'm still a little rough, but I'm feeling much better today, so here we go. But I found these at Target the other day. I don't know that I'm going to go completionist on this line, but I want to check them out, because they look like, gimmick-wise, they might be kind of fun, and they are to a degree. They're basic. It's $15 for each set of two. You get Armstrong or Strong Arm and Optimus Prime in one set, Sideswipe and Bumblebee in the other. And as you can see, they do have individual robot modes. They're very basic. Their arms kind of move like this. Their heads flip up out of here. And Bumblebee and Sideswipe have a little flip out. Their feet rotate around to make the feet. But outside of that, I mean, that's about it. They're just little chunky robots. But all in all, for what they do and everything else, the fact that they have semi-decent robot modes is kind of a plus. Optimus really suffers the worst. You can see he's got really skinny molded hips and then these big old wide hips for his transformation gimmick. But the other three look, again, they're simple, they're basic, they're slightly taller than Micromaster. Well, I guess a little bigger than Micromaster size, but they're not huge, and I wouldn't put them up against the Deluxe, but for their size and their gimmicks, they're not horrible. So yeah, so they're all in their basic thing. There's not really a whole lot to them. It's very basic and simple. And then they transform very easily into their vehicle modes. You just basically open up the chest panels, flip the heads in, tap the arms in. On Bumblebee, you want to rotate his feet to form the front of his vehicle. Sideswipe, same thing. Arms in, flip in the head, flip up his feet to form the rear of the vehicle. Prime, I think, yeah, it's just arms and head, and same with Strong Arm. Prime's vehicle mode is a little off. Strong Arm's is actually pretty decent. There. You see, Sideswipe really suffers the most from having the connector here on the front. Strong Arm has it too, but for her vehicle mode, it's not quite as out of place to have kind of an assembly there on the front of the thing. On a sports car like Sideswipe, it looks a little off. Prime's a little weird. Bumblebee's is actually hidden on the back of his, so you don't notice it as much. But, so here are the vehicle modes. And the reason they're called Crash Combiners is because you literally crash them together to combine them. Now, in the case of Bumblebee and Sideswipe, Sideswipe kind of has to rear end Bumblebee here. So you just take them, and there's the little connectors here, and you just crash them together, which causes Bumblebee to split apart into the upper body of the torso, and then you just manually split Sideswipe into legs and flip his feet down again. And there you have the robot that is called, according to the packaging, BEESIDE. He's the hottest mixtape you didn't know about that you only got because you were looking for the hotter track on the other side. Anyway, there's BEESIDE. There's a little spoiler flips up to form the chest plate. There's a new head hidden under there. This is where his feet were. You can see if you want to flip them up to give them some more detail on the shoulders, you can, but they're supposed to just go like that. You do have articulation at the elbows, and that's about it for the big combiner guys. You got a pants and an upper body. They're kind of like gimmick Energon combiners, except top halves can only be top halves and lower halves can only be lower halves. And then Prime and Strong Arm crash together like this. I'm actually going to do this one from this angle so you see what all happens. But the connectors go together, they crash together. Prime splits, this piece folds down. You split Strong Arm, and again flip down her feet, or the feet on her, to make PRIMESTRONG, I think is his name of this one. You can call him whatever you want. Again, articulation at the elbow. And Prime and Strong Arm, I think, make a much better combined robot than Bumblebee and Sideswipe do. There's just some weird proportions going on here. Whereas with Prime and Strong Arm, that actually kind of looks vaguely like Armada Prime with the, not Armada Prime, was it Armada Prime or Prime? That had the electronic gimmick. I think it was Armada Prime. Anyway. So yeah, it was Energon Prime. I don't remember. I really don't remember. Bendy Armada Prime. Regardless. There they are together. Now, like I said, Prime, I think the proportions, one, where his elbows are a little better. Bumblebee's seem to sit a little low in comparison to the rest of his arms. But yeah, like I said, I think PRIMESTRONG is the better set of the two. And of course, you can, like I said, while the tops always have to be tops and the legs always have to be legs, you can swap them around between the various sets. The connectors are all the same, so you could, I just put them back together. So you can do Be Strong or Strong Bumble, whatever you want to call him. And Side Prime or Prime Swipe, whatever you feel like calling him. Again, doesn't look so bad with the red legs with the upper body, but I still think Strong Arm and Optimus together are the best combination of the two sets we've got here. I know there's at least one more set coming out, depending on how well these do. There might be a few more than that. I don't know what the whole line is like. Are they worth picking up? It's really... I can see where kids would enjoy them. Like I said, I mostly picked up the Bumblebee and Sideswipe set just to have some options to see how that worked. But I do think the Optimus Prime and Strong Arm set is the stronger of the two. It's a neat little gimmick. I think Energon did it better. But again, for the price of a deluxe, you could get two little robots that combine together. I don't know. I don't think they're essential to a collection. I'm glad I got this one. This one will probably sit on my desk. It's just a fun little silly gimmick toy. And that's really the appeal of these. I don't think there's any, unless you're just a hardcore collector and have to collect everything. I don't know that there's a need to like rush to the store to add these to your collection, but it's something as a different gimmick. It's neat to see. I don't think I'll be collecting any more of them. So, but anyway, there are the Rid Combiner Force Crash Combiners, BEESIDE, and PRIMESTRONG.